like you're ready.
Looks like you're ready. Oh, go live.
Hit the go live button. Oh, we're going.
It's working. Yay! We did it.
We've achieved the...
We're even early this week. Oh my gosh, look at us.
Every once in a while you might actually get to your... Jeez.
Look at us being early.
Well,
right.
You want to trouble this platform has given us, I'm just saying. But in the meantime, here we are.
Fred?
And wham! Hello.
Fred, you're the first one here. Hello.
Get the prize.
Oh my God.
Prizes.
Hi, Keith. I think we did it. I think we did it. I think we did it. Did it. I think we're live on YouTube.
Prize is a trio of spam sliders. But you got to come here.
I know. Oh my gosh, we did it.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hugo 8-track. Hello.
There you go.
All right.
Boom, 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 boom. Or should I say...
Okay, whatever you do, I'm going to try to move this, and hopefully I won't kill the stream.
I do what?
Don't cross the streams.
Don't
cross the streams. Okay, don't touch this one.
I'll bear that in mind.
We have to back away slowly.
We need this part, though.
But we're live on YouTube and Facebook.
So ignore that part. Here's where we are. Here's the comments. Hello,
hi,
Gettysburg in the house.
Ma'am.
Woo-hoo.
Good to see you.
Yeah,
Yay.
It's great to see you.
Look at that.
Happy almost fall. The calendar states that summer slams shut today, and tomorrow it's going to be like 40 degrees cooler. Yeah, well, that's not going to happen.
No,
but
I hope not.
It's supposed to be a little cooler weather as things go on, just because that's the way things go. And I'm like,
I don't mind a little bit cooler,
it's
but
late September. We're
getting
to the point where it's going to feel like that. Whatever.
Yard sale this Saturday.
Yeah, we're
at the Velveteen Lounge.
On like Kong. It's
Hi,
happening.
Eric.
We're still pulling stuff out of the old attic and whatnot, and we're still finding stuff to pull.
Eric, I sweated it out, but I made it happen.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm telling you, a working stream, and I tell you, it's not like it's any reflection on you. You do the same thing every week, Sometimes it just completely bones us. And hello, bingo, hello.
Lisa, I see you on both platforms. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Oh my God, I'm like giddy that we're live on YouTube and Facebook
that
simultaneously.
We're able to do what we've done for years the same way we've done it, but it's actually working.
And we tried on Twitch. We did try.
We give it a whirl.
And I logged into Twitch, no problem, this afternoon.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at it. Right.
When we went to go live on Twitch, it was like
problem.
We don't have that account.
Problem.
Really? Okay. Anyway,
this is why these things fail.
But we're here on YouTube and Facebook.
We're here on the two usuals.
Oh, good.
We'll do a Twitch test later and see if we can get it to work, and maybe we can do it in the future because we've had requests. It's interesting, but we kind of try to get people where they are.
I want to fly too close to the sun here.
Yeah, well, let's not go crazy. I'm not going to try 10 platforms simultaneously. That's the way to drive yourself truly nuts. And where is everybody? Well, we're here. We're here. So.
No worries, Fred. We said no regrets not necessary. We just wanted people to know that it's happening.
It's just a notification of things.
It's very short notice.
Absolutely. And the fact is, we will see you again in future. And I actually put we better. Dang it. We actually put up, I put up on the page that, if you have any special requests, I don't know, let me take a look. Certainly have some records that could move along. Some of them will be out there Saturday. And always looking, So if you have any ideas, and I know that these days that sort of stuff
is
popular with the kids. So there we go.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, here we are, and things actually work. So
I had to kick off my shoes.
Suspecting that somebody wants a little something.
I do want a little something.
One bets.
It's been a good day, but
yeah.
Oh, hi, Carradine. Good to see you.
Hello.
Sorry, now I'm coughing.
Okay, wait a minute. What's our resolution? What is this here? This doesn't look so odd.
Oh, yeah. It says 1080.
Okay,
no, it says 1080.
Well, then I guess we're good. Oh, it fuzzed out for a second. Okay, good. We're back to normal.
All right.
Just making sure.
I guess it depends on what you consider
As
normal.
always, if you're seeing...
Hi, Satellite, and hi, Tiki Paka.
Oh, hey, folks.
Hey.
As always, if you're seeing closed captions, it's because your machine defaulted. They are not on automatically. You can turn those off by just going to the bottom of the screen. Unless you just want to see this thing make vague attempts at translating what I'm saying in front of you right now.
I find them distracting, but do you?
Yes, I do. But that's because we're watching this for comments. So there we go.
So,
So
yes, as you well know by now, we're having a yard sale on Saturday.
That's the theme that we got going on right
yes,
here, right now.
Where to begin?
Oh, where to begin?
How do I begin? I really want to make our attic something other than the hellhole it currently is.
So we gotta get rid
I
of
want to
some
make a beautiful, livable space in our attic. And right now, it's a tragic hellhole. So, we're starting by getting rid of some things. Just catching up here. All right. I think we're caught up.
So we got it.
Yes, happy hump day. So, we're going to have, if you'd like to come and you don't have the address, let us know. We will get it to you. I'm not just broadcasting the address all over the internet for obvious reasons. But if you're watching, we will give it to you.
Some of us know where to find us. Some of you know where to find us. And some of you do not. So if you're interested, let us know.
Let us know.
Because you're here and you're our friends. So we make it happen.
Oh, Karen would love to show their yard sale. Well, we'd love to have you. But there will be cocktails for people we know.
People we know.
And your friends. Yeah. So if you bring a friend, we're not going to make them wait outside the door. But
well, you enjoy a nice beverage. Hey, you should go inside.
We're not inviting people we don't know into the house.
Yeah,
but if we know you,
that's different.
Please come in.
Please come in.
And there might be a super secret sale inside the house.
Who knows?
Of like the really good records and stuff.
We'll see about that.
That we're not going to put out for $1.
Well, this is the thing, and it's important that it's.
Hi, Errol.
Certain people go to these sales like, "Where's the good stuff?" I'm like, "The really good stuff is up there on Craigslist or something." You know,
it's on eBay.
It's on eBay.
Go there.
That's where the good stuff is. Okay, what's coming at this sale may be of a different nature. You can still find fun things. You know, some correspondents here are regular habitués of such sales and are finding great stuff. You got to know where to look. Some of the obviously tapped out areas are pretty rough. If you're trying to find great stuff in Brooklyn, somebody might put something out for real money.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Not $1.
Also, sure, it might be more expensive.
When I lived in Brooklyn, I found some great stuff pretty cheap, but that was some time ago. So I understand that. Inflation being what it is, everything changes. However, we guarantee some fun things. So. There you have it.
So, anyway.
Splendid time guaranteed for all. And you're still dry.
Splendid time guaranteed for all. Well, we'll do our best.
Do our best anyway.
All right. So, I have 2 libations planned for the evening.
Oh, yes.
Do you have a sound you need to make? It's going to be doing that all night. Okay.
I forgot about it, yeah.
My first drink, I am calling Hard Bargain.
For my first drink.
For my first drink, I'll be making Hard Bargain.
Oh, she's a tough bargain.
Oh, you know what? I need to change this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, wrong.
I had this.
15 ounces of tequila. Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Put that decimal in.
All right. So for Hard Bargain, I am starting with not 15 ounces of tequila.
No. Actually, 2
ounces of tequila.
2.0, not 1.5.
And
did change that. That's a good change, I think.
Hard Bargain.
It's a tough one, and you're a hard bargain, you know.
And we have a lot more of this, by the way.
We do have supply, yes.
So we can go get more,
just in case. Supply looks low. Okay. Well, it is right here.
And a half ounce of sour cherry cordial. Actually, you can click away. I know this one.
You got this one now? Yep. Okay, great. This is, of course, that Warwick Valley stuff we can get locally. Still recommended. Excellent product, saying that.
You want to catch us up on comments?
I will be glad to. Errol is in the house. Finally recovered. Yay! Oh, man, I hate when that kind of stuff happens. We were trying to recover our Twitch account just minutes ago, and not happening. You know what? I'm not going to figure that out right now.
No.
We're here. Boom. Got it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, and old passwords, I got it. I literally write my passwords down someplace that looks ridiculous.
I know.
I actually kind of put them in code. So
I got to write them down, too.
I can figure out what they are, but they're not necessarily written down.
Okay.
And then I just have to remember the mnemonic, and away we go. Boom.
So.
Yeah, there we go. Karen's saying the same thing. Old school. Hey, if it's not written. I have a friend who couldn't get into his laptop because he forgot his password, or he lost the piece of paper it was on. And I was like, gee, I kind of came up with that for you. And I tried to figure it out, and then I was like, I have no idea. I should have written it down.
Can't get a word in.
Go.
Okay. A 1/4 ounce Ancho Reyes Verde liqueur. So far it's 2 ounces of Reposado tequila, 1/2 ounce sour cherry cordial, 1/4 ounce Ancho Reyes Verde, and we didn't get the lemon juice, did we?
Oh, well, see, that's why I'm glad that I've got a conduit here, because sometimes you forget one thing. What else did we forget? No, got this, got the essence. Boo, boo, got the bubbles even. And
we need the lemon juice.
I kind of think we got everything else. So let's go.
Oh, Errol likes a sound effects generator. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I love those sound effects generators. We have... Oh, I think I got it for my brother-in-law. Did I get the one for him? We got it for someone that makes goat sounds. It's hilarious. They're all like... Hilarious. Okay, 3/4 ounce fresh lemon juice.
As in...
Oh, maybe I got it for you. Hi, Elizabeth.
There we go. Just in case you need some goats in your life. One
I know.
One might.
People are... Hugo says, number one thing you have to remember about yard sales is people are horrible. I'm prepared for that.
We have seen people do yard sales, stoop sales, where like the customers were pretty demanding, and I think, excuse me, it's just like this stuff is out here and it's cheap, but it's not like we're giving it away. You know,
Karen said you sounded like a B-52 song. Elizabeth says, I have a system to create passwords, but when a symbol or capital is required, then I forget it.
Oh, and away it goes.
Oh, okay, we gotta.
Yeah.
All right,
we're still good here.
All right, we're still good here.
Still okay. Why don't you shake up? I can wrangle.
Okay, shake with us.
I can.
This is the hard bargain. Did you get the? You didn't get the curls, did you?
You didn't ask for the curls.
I know. I could use one now.
I will say that in my time, I did learn that when you're at a sale or at a record fair or something like that, always ask. Always ask if you can actually do something with price. And you're in much better shape if you have a nice little stack of stuff so somebody's got some wiggle room. You want to like take bucks off of one record? Yeah, that could be rough. That could be pretty rough. A lot of people will actually do that.
Will you take 10 cents?
You take 10 cents? No, believe. And frankly, here's one thing that is definitely going to make the early birds twitchy. It's like, speaking of Twitch, go to the sale at like noon. You know, people have been up there up for like 5 hours. They're like, get rid of this stuff. Sometimes if you still got stuff there, good bargains. Good bargains to be had.
I'm never getting out of bed early on this. Well, I have to get out of bed early this Saturday. But short of that, I'm not like a good yard sale person because I don't want to leave the house before about 10. So, thank you.
And here we go.
So I'm sure I don't get the best stuff.
Maybe
but
that's
the last thing I need is more stuff. Okay, now I need a glass.
We've done, yes, look at us. My job.
Thank you.
Everybody stay put, please.
All right. Strain into a cocktail glass. And I believe I have extra. Yay.
There is that element out there that just thinks all of this stuff should be like cheap and should be on the like take it table. And I think some people have a take it table. It's for the stuff where they think, yeah, it's kind of broken and I just went out of my life and it's going to sit there, but it's kind of fun and somebody will pick it up and fix it. And every once in a while, I've been known to find things out there that I think I could fix, and then I go and fix it. And I think, okay, well, that's my job.
Oh, try to get it for free.
Oh man, not when it's a sale. Jeez, you can talk half price. You can meet in the middle. This is the classic line of bargaining. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen here. I've seen it happen outside of the US
bargaining.
Too. You know,
the hard bargain.
You go down to like a sale like that, or any kind of a bargaining situation in, say, Cancun, where we've been, and it's like, oh, those folks are actually very skilled. Well, that's a nice thing.
Right.
Aloha to Ohana. Yes. Bang! Yo!
Okay,
hello.
So...
Speaking of your pirates, that was last week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it's good to know that that there's a level. There's always a level. You know, bargaining, you see this on these auction shows, on these reality type shows, or these things up on HGTV or something. It's almost always works the exact same way. You know, the first person will come by, And we see these car shows. The first guy is just like, immediately offers half price. And the guy selling is like, nah, I was really looking. You're really killing me, man. And it's just a bunch of drama. He's going to say 75, and they're going to meet somewhere around 65%. And that's the big thing. Everyone feels like they got a price.
Well, and that's planned.
And it's
they make it sound like,
the
suspense. And like, this is planned.
It's hard bargain.
Anyway, but that's TV.
It's hard ticket to Hawaii is what it is. What's your name? Oh, this.
Yeah.
And you need one of these.
A little sticky.
Undoubtedly, you need one of those, too.
Thank you.
And I think, so that's a little contrived. And the simple fact is, whoever is selling has probably built in the room. So you can do that.
Yeah.
Because if your price is really your price, you got to say no bargaining. And then everyone just walks away. They're like, yeah, but I know you built that in, and I want to get it for half price. And it's like, no, I really got to get that price.
I'll walk away. I don't care.
I will walk away. I will refuse the sale.
Nothing I need like that badly.
I will just not buy. I will not participate. Boom, done. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, 7 a.m. This is the thing. The folks who are up really early are just like, well, you're open early because you're putting stuff out.
Oh.
I think if I'm putting stuff out, I'm not ready for you.
Yeah, no haggling at the thrift store. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, the ones who are here for charity. I would feel crummy if I was trying to haggle for charity.
Really, both of them are. We don't have sort of a standalone thrift type place.
Lisa says, I had a garage sale several years ago. We advertised open at 8 a.m. No, people were waiting. And stuff. We didn't advertise because it's really expensive to advertise in our paper. So I don't expect people to be early, but you never know.
Probably not expecting early because they don't know what's happening. But there's a thing where you don't even really need to throw up a sign. There are folks who just troll the neighborhoods looking for sales, and they see you got stuff.
Oh, Carrollton, I know Camden Market. I know what you mean. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, sure. Camden Town. I did that a few times for records and found some good stuff for good prices. And you had to look around like anything.
Eric, I have no idea.
Few quid.
Eric's asking what kind of records are sought after these days. No clue.
Oh,
yeah.
I have talked
to Kifaka, we need to have a yard sale. Oh, gosh. I know.
Oh, I hear you.
Well, I mean,
I hear you.
Ours will be a lot smaller than yours would be. But.
Well, there was that thing where Dave would just put out a sign, records here, and they would get a few people by and just raid the barn.
Yeah.
And I think he's got enough stock to be able to do that at random and do very well.
That's another thing. We can't put up any signs. Because if we put up signs, we won't get our deposit back from the city. That's
there's virtually nowhere to put signs.
I don't want to lose my deposit.
All of the places that you could put signs, like your light poles and all that, it's like, that's prohibited.
We had to give the city a $50 deposit. I'm like, I want that back,
So the city's getting a little cagey about these things. They're also figuring that folks are not going to get that deposit back, so they're just pocketing this money. No, we'll get it.
No, I'm getting my deposit back.
Yeah, we're going to get it. This is going to happen. So what kind of records? Well, I've talked to a few dealers, and
you need a drink.
I do. Let me answer this records question because that should be easy enough. And the funny thing is that stuff that I would have thought until recently was just like a big nothing actually sells. Not tremendous kind of money. You're not getting hundreds of dollars, but I know dealers who are getting $8-10 for Billy Joel records from the 70s. I'm like, Billy Joel records? It's as common as hen's teeth, and whatever you put on, you get it.
I remember a couple of years ago we sold Purple Rain on Discogs.
Yep.
I'm like,
because you determined that the demand is up, and you put a copy up
$20 or something
for the suggested
for Purple Rain.
The suggested price on Discogs, and I think sometimes that price really seems out of line. It did to me then, but I said, give it a whirl. Somebody bought it. I'm like, well, I don't really need a copy of that in my life. If I really need to listen to the music, it is readily available.
Gettysburg Man says,
there we go.
We typically have a yard sale every summer. We're spoiled now. We use Facebook Marketplace. We've done that.
We have.
We sold our sofa that way.
We sold a couple sewing
machines.
Sold
a few things that way. Yeah,
I realized very quickly we underpriced the first sewing machine because boy, did that go fast. We sold a car on Marketplace, our old car, and that got.
That's true.
There was like 24 inquiries after that car, really, really fast. But a dealer actually got it, and didn't get the price I was after, but got something. It wasn't out of freebie.
Oh, Bill, we have a lot of records too. We more records than we could ever possibly listen to in this lifetime. So
I'm trying to listen to them all myself.
We're not selling the record collection. We're just selling the overflow.
There's things that you pick up along the way, and you kind of question it later, and you say, okay, yeah, well, maybe we'll just throw this out there and see what sticks.
Oh, yeah, Carradine saying somebody wants it because they had a copy and lost it or gave it away. I could totally see that.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Oh, re-listen to Billy. 52nd Street, I think that's, like, from that period, that's definitely his top record.
Is that the one that has, like, Big Shot?
I think Big Shot is on that record.
I like Billy when he's bitter.
Yeah,
like
right.
Big Shot.
Really, really. You know? Like, whoa, you're so
he's
negative.
kind of angry.
You're so negative, man. But it also has that great song Stiletto and Zanzibar. That's a really great tune.
Oh.
You know, that's well done. That's like, you know, that's him trying to do a jazz record, and he's got, like, who is doing the trumpet solo on that? On Zanzibar. It's like John Faddis or something like that. Or is it Freddie Hubbard? Somebody along those lines. Like, he got, like, real jazz guys to play on this thing. So that's him doing that kind of thing. Probably trying to cop a little Steely Dan action, frankly. his contemporaries.
Fred's been ghosted on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh yeah, jeez.
Yeah, we bought a couple of things on Facebook Marketplace from a guy who's like walking distance to our house for our film.
Yep.
And he was great because he was there when he said he would be there.
And we
he was completely straightforward. It was great.
This was it's a crazy story, but it's a story for another time. And I tell you, we've had the experience of contacting people on the marketplace and they're like, so you're going to show, right? I'm like, yeah, I want the thing. The price is right. You know, so yeah, of course I'm going to show. So I don't quite get all the tire kickers, except it's extraordinarily easy to express interest and not do anything about
Depot today.
Now you're talking.
Good choice.
Hey.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill says our antique record has about 116s. Wow.
16 RPM records?
Wow.
You've actually got 16 RPM records? That's interesting.
Gettysburg Mam's smart. She says, that's why I use Venmo to make them pay half the price before I meet them. That's smart.
It deposits
non-refundable. Oh.
It's a pretty good incentive to actually get there, pick up the item, and pay the rest of the cost.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, that's a good idea. You know, for a lot of things we'd sell, I think the price would not really warrant that. But if you've got something where it's like it's $100, it's like, sure. You put a deposit down, you're really interested, you'll show up and take care of that. Or, and I kind of like that or. Oh, you didn't show? Oh, well, you know, you're a problem.
Thanks for the money.
There are certain venues out there where the problem is strictly on the seller. I think, ooh, that's a bit of an imbalance.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of folks skulking on the buying things who are just trying to take you to the cleaners. That's not the idea.
Do you want to make a drink before mine's completely gone?
Yeah, you know, I kind of do. Kind of got
All
right.
Something.
So I came up with a tequila drink as well. And I was really doing a sort of margarita variation. I thought that at a yard sale, what would I like to be holding? A large Marge. I thought that would be kind of nice. But I'm varying it up because that's what we do around here. And let's grab ourselves a...
Jan Hammer has a new album out. Wow.
Jan Hammer. Whoa, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Damn. That's a name where if you told me, oh, he died 5 years ago, I'd say, oh, gee, I didn't know. But he didn't. He's around making records. Okay.
Good.
Like, how did I know? Fun stuff. Just one of those names from that era, because there are plenty of from that era who are no longer with us. We know.
You know if you need any help, I can assist.
Oh, you know, my lovely assistant, you're my lovely co-host. So
I can assist on a per drink basis.
This is very true too, don't you know? So I need, I think, 2 ounces of the tequila.
You said 2 ounces.
Reposado, of course. This is a really great place to start. I had somebody tell me once, you're wasting that on a cocktail? I'm like, what do you mean waste?
I don't consider it a waste.
I don't consider it a waste at all. I'm probably not going to use the, 20-year Centenario in a mixed drink because that's a sipper. Sure. But this is perfectly fine. And let's see, I believe I decided to put a half ounce of this business. Lemon. Okay.
Oh, have we tried Carradine? Which one are you talking about? I lost the thread of the discussion here. Hi, Peter. Good to see you.
Half ounce of the St. George spiced pear liqueur. Oh, yes.
That's a good one for fall.
This is a fun one, and here we are.
FYI.
Verging on the fall business. It's feeling a little fall out there most evenings these days. And it's certainly going to feel more like that. But we have plenty coming out of the garden these days. The pepper plants were really kicking it up. After the heat where they were feeling a little shell-shocked, they started producing like mad. So they're doing well. And I think I'm going to save this for the topper. Here is what we're shaking up. 2 ounces of tequila, ½ ounce of lemon juice. You could use lime, I guess. So lemon is what we got. ½ ounce of the St. George spiced pear liqueur. Shake it up.
Oh, the young hammer. Got it. Got it, Carradine. You should tell the story of the record sale at the TV station.
Classic story. Ooh,
Bill, your story about buying the records from the DJ made me think of Paul's story about, he'll tell it in a minute.
I will tell it in a second. The one Bay Area station that I happen to know, because I've got a couple of live recordings from there, is KSAN, which I believe has actually changed its call letters several times by now. So I don't know what the hell they're called and what frequency they were at. But back in the day, they did some really great broadcasts. They used to record all sorts of shows at the Fillmore, when it was the Fillmore, before it was even the Fillmore West. And then 10 years later, they were broadcasting this stuff. And that's where you get stuff like the 13th floor elevators live at the Fillmore. Wow. And the final touch, the resistance piece. I'm going to actually...
They're
wait.
Okay.
No, go on.
I was going to say, I think they're all in the
I just need a
dish drainer.
Dash of Campari. Yeah, we actually had to use a few earlier to check things out. I'm just going to slip that right in like that. Boom. That's even too much.
That was, ooh, you know what? You need to put that so people can see it.
Yeah.
Well done.
Special effects. I like doing that. You get that little
layer.
layer.
It's got kind of a Halloween-y effect.
Oh, well,
which
that's
is coming
appropriate
up.
Too. Here we go.
Halloween-y is coming up.
I am going to throw a curl in there if you want to add that to this business, because we have them, and why not?
Okay, Eric likes the Jan Hammer. Cool.
Yeah,
all right.
Okay, kind of fun. Oh, okay. No, that's the thing. You know, he did do a lot of like the television work. And it's kind of fun when they revisit that sort of thread.
So does this one have a name?
This one is simply called "Would You Take $2?"
Speaking of people trying to talk you down.
Well, if the thing is $4 and I'm in a generous mood, of course I'd take $2.
Are you my friend? I'll take $2.
But if it's a $4 item, then no.
Are you an obnoxious stranger? No, I won't.
Then goodbye.
Why don't you give me $4 and walk away?
Bit of a topper.
Oh, Gettysburg Man, thank you. Oh. Tiki Paka says, can't believe we're going to your yard sale with cocktails. We're used to lemonade stands that kids set up. Oh my gosh, this was so funny. I think maybe he told this story last week, but
I don't know if I did.
We were home, and I think it must have been Labor Day. No, it was some day where we were both home, and
got a knock on the door, and it was a gal who was collecting signatures to be on the ballot. This is like for local school.
Who lives like at the end of our block.
So she's really close. And I think, okay, sure, absolutely. And I was like, you want to know the signature? Here we go. So we do that. And not 5 minutes later, there's another knock at the door. There was a kid with her.
Settle it. A $2 cocktail. Yes, please.
She brought a kid along, and the kid was remarking that we had like the best light setup around Halloween.
That's our lights all year long.
And I'm like, well, actually, that's our lights all year long. He's like, it illuminates all the houses. And like, actually, most of the houses here don't have much going on after hours. This one lights up like Christmas tree. So not 5 minutes later, I get another knock at the door. Kid's back, and he says, you want to buy some iced tea? He was selling iced teas. I'm like,
he just came to our door.
Okay. So it was like, $1 for an iced tea. I'm like, whatever we're supporting here, there we go. So
we're supporting his piggy bank.
His piggy bank. I'm like,
but it was
entrepreneurs. I will actually.
It was very cute.
It was very cute, and for a couple of bucks, put something in the kids'
piggy
bank.
He was little.
It was
very cute. But...
So, if a young one has the entrepreneurial spirit, I support it. Yeah.
Hi, Michael. Good to see you.
Well, hello. Good you stopped by.
Sheridan says, our local TV station threw watermelons off the roof for New Year's.
Oh.
What?
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Bill says, I remember KSAN. A friend owned if he was also an attorney. Okay.
I may be wrong, but I believe the DJ Tom Donahue was with KSAN. And I think they were fairly early.
Reading Errol's comment.
FM station in the era, probably circa 1966 or 67. So that is like way ahead of the curve on that kind of thing. But we're really pioneering that kind of format, playing more album cuts, playing more live stuff. That's why they recorded all the live shows. And just what we would today call a progressive format. Now, back in the day, that was kind of exciting.
I got to circle back. Gettysburg Ma'am said, I have to say I'm excited for your Halloween content.
Oh,
Thank
yes,
you. We'll be decorating very soon for
Really.
Halloween.
It's no time at all. It's around the corner, people.
I know.
We got to put up a tree.
I just loved
oh, boy.
Errol said, I have a friend whose dad was a DJ. He has tons of records. When his dad passed away, they played Another One Bites the Dust at his dad's That's hilarious.
That's amazingly morbid and hilarious. You got to like a guy like that. There you go. Ashes to ashes, Another One Bites the Dust. Boom!
Oh.
Internet.
Everything's dollar in this box. Yes. I love Tom Waits. Oh my gosh. Hilarious.
Sunday morning DJ at KRA, Santa Clara. Oh, that's big fun stuff. We actually have the Sunday morning DJ on the station that we listen to plays reggae. It's funny.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, he will frequently talk as if he's had a few hits off the old bong. And he's very straightforward, though, you know. But he was talking one day about legalization, and it was really, really pretty funny. But it's great stuff. I'm not a really huge fan of the genre, but his show is good. He really has quality stuff.
And then on Saturday mornings, we listen to Double Dip Recess on WFMU.
Same station.
And he's actually played Glendora twice.
Yes.
He's played Glendora's hit song.
He played it. We sent him a track and said, hey, if you want to make use of this. And he's like, oh, yeah. And we sent him the Christmas song, too, and he completely blew it. So we got to wait until a few months, and then I have to remind him that, by the way.
He wanted to play it, but we sent it to him like the week before Christmas.
It was pretty close.
I get it, but...
The man has certain technical difficulties.
Oh, my gosh!
He's got great taste.
Tiki
Genuinely.
Paka, happy anniversary!
26 today!
Yay!
Well, yay! Where's the applause? Where's the applause?
Cheers! Here's the applause.
I got the goal. She got the applause.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Boom. Gotta love that. That's fantastic. I'm not going to make the usual gag. They said it wouldn't last. No, actually, I don't know who
Probably
said that.
no one
ever said that.
Yeah.
Clearly, things are working.
There was only one marriage of anyone I know that I thought I'd give it a year. And like 20 plus years.
20 years later.
They're still together. So.
And there you go.
And that's great. They were both nice people. And
I believe we're
still
talking
are.
22.
Don't say it.
I'm not saying anything. No, I think I believe we're
don't
talking.
Name them.
I'm not naming anybody. Not naming names. I believe we're talking 22 this year.
Gettysburg Ma'am says I thought it was at a Yankees game. Oh.
You can always tell you're at a Yankees game because if they win, they play a whole bunch of stuff, including, you got to have Frank singing the theme to New York, New York.
Start spreading.
Actually, the theme is literally the theme to New York, New York. It's the movie. Yeah. Originally sung by Liza Minnelli. There you go.
Bill says we've met Tom. He's not strange in person. He doesn't seem like he would be to me.
Tom Waits. Yeah, he's probably pretty straight.
Strange.
He's probably pretty straight. He plays these characters. You see him on Fernwood Tonight. Oh, that's classic and hilarious. Fantastic.
Harold says, in boot camp, I saw a bed fall 3 stories. What? Oh, Dr. Demento.
Oh, yeah. I remember I was picking that up Sunday nights when I was in high school years. One of the local stations played Dr. D.
Mm-hmm.
That was, about an hour or 90 minutes worth of stuff.
I love Dr. Demento.
And he would just, you get used to some of the classics. Some of the chestnuts from good old Dr. D. He had a handle on it. He really did.
Hold on. I got to look this up because I do not want to get it wrong. But
let's not bone this one, shall we?
I'll try not to. I don't want to, because the casting changed, and I want to get it correct. Rainn Wilson is playing Dr. Demento in Weird, the Al Yankovic story.
That's the one that.
Have you seen that trailer? Because I'm dying to see this film.
Pretty hilarious. This is like somebody commented to us. This is where Daniel Radcliffe said, "I got some FU money. I'm going to make this."
I love Liza Minnelli too, Lisa.
And it looks freaking hilarious. Yeah, and I think she's quite good in that. I've really just seen scenes from the movie. sort of loosely based on the Doris Day and Les Brown story, I believe. But you've got a jazz musician, you have a singer. And it's in New York.
Peter says to circle this around, Peter. Peter brought this full circle.
Mets fan.
The reggae DJ on WFMU happens to be a New York Mets fan. Okay.
Jeff Sarge is his name. I was saying myself. His name is distinctive. I should remember. Okay. Jeff Sarge is the DJ.
Oh, I remember Wolfman Jack.
I think about 3 hours on Sunday.
I was a small child, but I remember Wolfman Jack.
Oh yeah, the Wolfman. You know.
Oh yeah, is it even on yet, Karen? I don't know. I know it's on Roku, and we just re-hooked up our Roku the other day. We've had it for years. And for some reason, we unplugged it.
I think we just weren't watching everything on there, and we said, okay, fine. And then we decided to investigate again, and it's like, there's a bunch of stuff on there.
There's a bunch of stuff on there, so, okay.
So it's easy.
Yeah, but I'm dying to see it. But, like, if you have not seen the trailer for Weird, the Al Yankovic story...
Check that out.
It's going to be crazy.
Oh, I tell you. Wolfman, there's actually
a boot to the head, yes.
There's a Todd Rundgren song about the Wolfman. What is it? I can't believe it. Something to the Wolfman. It's off of his Anything album, I believe. I could be wrong. Might be another. But he had a couple of double album sets in the 70s, and this is off of one of those.
Bill knew Wolfman Jack, too. Wow.
Wolfman used to broadcast from a station in Mexico that had like a skadillion watts. So it was an AM station that you could get in Chicago, and he was just playing old R&B. He had one of the dream jobs at the time. I don't know if he paid well, but it was pretty cool.
Yes, Elizabeth says
he was just a big fan of that kind of stuff.
Loved Wolfman Jack giving Richard Dreyfuss life advice over a popsicle in American Graffiti. Yes.
Yeah, it was exactly. Because he was still doing the Wolfman, and there he was playing himself 10 years earlier, which is pretty hilarious. But
Karen says, I watch lots of Chinese dramas via Roku. There's a lot of just really unusual stuff on there. Very excited.
It's just a ton of content.
Yeah,
all of these channels,
I'm excited to rediscover it.
All these channels have a ton of content these days. And some of it you participated in making. You did a Hallmark movie last year.
Well, did a Hallmark movie.
You were paid to your participation.
I was paid to
be background,
but
you're actually you're visible in a couple of shots.
I know.
Yeah, you did well. And that was shot in Goshen. It's like right there.
I know.
Why wouldn't you do that?
You can totes see me.
You're shooting the back. You're shooting in my backyard. I'm in the background. I'm going to do it. Please, makes a lot of sense.
You can totes see me in it, but
I do recommend a lot of shows on the aforementioned WFMU, which all stream, and they're all archived. If you want to hear something from 5 years ago from a particular DJ, go to fmu.org. And take a look at the schedule, and then you can actually find all the shows. And just hit it and you play it. And you say, wow, if you miss the show, play it back later.
Bill says, I first began hearing Wolfman late at night. He claimed the station was in Mexico, but it was in San Diego.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, hilarious.
That's fun stuff. Yeah, he was a character. And, of course, he had that distinctive voice, Even imitating that hurts the throat. One of those things. And he had a distinctive look. He actually looked a little wolf-like. But that's why he was a wolf man. Fun stuff, fun DJs.
He was on TV a lot when we were kids.
Yeah, he made appearances. And there's I'm trying to remember what it is. SNL did like a takeoff on Wolfman Jack, which was kind of hilarious at one point. I think they were doing a takeoff on what was that show? There was an NBC show which I think actually premiered like 50 years ago, 1972. Today, 1972. And what was that called? The something special. Midnight Special? Might have been the Midnight Special. Yeah.
And they have Wolfman Jack?
And they had, I think that they premiered with like Led Zeppelin. Like they went really hardcore, like really serious rock acts. We should take a look and see what's this.
I'm looking. Okay, hold on.
Because there was also Don Kirshner's rock special. Don Kirshner's rock concert. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he was only 57 when he died?
Whoa.
That's not okay.
Oh, was he a smoker or something?
I don't know.
That's absurd.
It doesn't say cause of death.
He was in Motel Hell. He was? What?
Oh, I saw Motel Hell.
Yeah, we saw it recently.
Okay, wait. You're talking. Motel Hell. Okay.
Yeah, dig. More reckon what's happening he's on.
What's happening?
Jeez, just I guess he was not on this thing. Oh, and what about Self? He would have been playing himself.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Just take a look at the old IMDb here. Rock and Roll Palace TV series.
You said 1981. Midnight Special. There he is.
There we go. Okay. Yep. He did do some midnight specials. Let me take, I want to take a look at that and see if I'm even anywhere close to what I'm talking about here. And under this midnight special, when did this actually premiere? Was this the correct thing? 72.
Oh, jeez.
I bet this is
picture of Barry Manilow.
The pilot feature is hosted by John Denver.
Oh, my gosh.
Guests Mama Cass. Let's see if this will call up the whole thing. Everly Brothers, Isley Brothers, Harry Chapin, Linda Ronstadt.
All the brothers.
Argent, and Helen Reddy. This is crazy.
Wow, something for everyone.
Talk about a lineup of the top 40 at the time. And it's like it's one thing to be like,
for everyone.
We've got Harry Chapin with his big hit. Okay. Linda Ronstadt, who actually had maybe 2 hits at the time, but hadn't really hit the curve. Argent, who had a huge hit at the time, and then Helen Reddy, who had like a dozen huge hits. Interesting. And they were actually encouraging the 18-year-olds to vote in the coming presidential election. More of them should have done it at the time.
Right.
Just saying. But the Everly Brothers, that's a cool thing at the time. Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Gettysburg Map says, my last evening of summer prior to your live was spent in the park with my kiddo eating KFC chicken and drinking local peach smoothies. Oh my gosh, that sounds great.
Well, that's not a bad way to do the last day.
That sounds amazing.
After all.
Peter says, I believe Wolfman Jack hosted a kids show in the 70s. I wouldn't be surprised. He was busy.
One of the Croft superstars, perhaps? Oh boy, I hope not.
Oh, okay, wait. Oh my gosh, we're falling behind on YouTube. Hold on.
Nope, we'll take a look.
Yeah, he was in a lot of 70s shows.
He was, as a matter of fact.
Oh, no, that was Carradine. Sorry. Yes, Carradine, you were correct.
Yeah, funny.
Saying song, Clap for the Wolfman. Do you know that one?
That's the song. That's Todd Rundgren's song.
Wasn't Wolfman Jack on Love Boat? He must have been. Everyone was on Love Boat.
Everyone was on Love Boat. I don't know. I don't imagine what he was
doing.
Fun
fact, we have Love Boat on the TV right now.
As of right now, as a matter of fact. Amazing, but true. We'll have to take a look into the kids' show.
I'm just catching up here.
All sorts of fun things happen in kids' shows. Mama Cass, who was on the first episode of Midnight
Farmer
Special.
Vincent's Fritters.
Oh, there we go. That's it. Yes, of course.
Yes.
The hilarious thing about that is that he advertises it's all natural, and then at the end, when he's like mortally wounded, he's like, I cheated, I used preservatives.
Oh, Gettysburg Map. Yeah. You're getting some votes for peach smoothies on YouTube, too.
Big thumbs.
Yeah.
Check out YouTube.
Oh, but she says, we're ready for fall, though. Spent way too much money on pumpkins and hay bales for the front porch.
It's available right now.
Oh, I know, I got to get on that.
We have a local farm that will deliver the pumpkins, the hay bales, the cider, the hard cider. The hard cider. Oh, man. They have a nice hard cider. They have a really stone dry hard cider that is like bubbly. Wow, is that good. That is really awesome.
Speaking of bubbly.
Oh, yeah? Are you getting a little low?
I am.
Wow.
And
I think we can do something about that.
I have another drink, too.
Oh, you do?
After this.
That's very true. Well, I think I kind of caught up with you. There we go.
I don't know. I had dinner.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going straight to my head.
Really? Amazing, but
Not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way.
I'm like, wow, okay.
Mine, of course, is, again, called Would You Take $2? I decided to stay on theme this time.
Hi,
Boom.
Dean.
It takes all kinds of quitters to make. I can let this
So we're both Ted Lange. Yes. We're both Isaac.
Well, on the show, Ted Lange has to be 20 Ted Langes because he's everywhere.
There's occasionally, you'll see another bartender in the background, but really he's...
Every time there's a different bar on the ship, and they've got that cool shipwreck bar that's there on what we presume to be the Lido deck. He's there. He's mixing wherever he is. Wherever there's drinks to be made, Isaac is there.
Lisa, I love Playboy After Dark, too.
Oh, Playboy After
Dark is fun.
Playboy After Dark is really cool. It is actually the second Playboy show that was syndicated. The first one was from 1960, I believe. Might have been 59, 60, in that period of time. And you see episodes of that, and it's got this really cool shot-on-video look to it. But they would have guests like Mort Saul. And, and who was, I think, not Dick Hyman, but he had one of the real hip jazz piano players who was, I got to think of who this was, composer of
Vince Guaraldi?
No, Sweet Charity. Who am I thinking of? Cy
Coleman.
I remember seeing an episode of Cy Coleman in like a Van Dyke. He looked pretty cool, and
that sounds like him.
That. And it was a really cool show. That was that Playboy's Pad, and then like 10 years later, he gets the idea to do a show again, and then he's like hanging out with Barbie Benton, right? And it's just like, we have a contemporary group here. Here's the Iron Butterfly, That's the kind of stuff they did in 1969.
Well, we have a friend who a long time ago, back when cable was still something we all did.
When cable was cable.
I was saying that like the game show network, like my mind was blown. I could go back and watch Match Game and Password and all these old shows, which is just brilliant for them because they could repackage this old content and make money on it again. But our friend was saying, like, why don't they do a variety show network? It's like, yes, because variety shows back then, you talk about something for everyone. It'll be like, tonight we have Florence Henderson, Kiss. Yeah. Like, just everyone.
Ruth Buzzy. It was literally.
Ruth Buzzy. Yeah, Alice Cooper.
Johnny and Marie. What do you got? We're going to throw it at it. And literally from
Michael, we have not forgotten. We have not forgotten the edible panties.
Oh, no. We just haven't picked up the fruit leather. You got to have that.
Lisa was going to say Cy Coleman.
There you go. Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah. Okay. Edible. Right, we have not forgotten the edible panties.
Cy is one of those.
Hi, Laura.
One of those people who's probably not
Match Game.
as appreciated as he might be, because you look into his catalog and there's some pretty cool stuff. He did a couple of shows, which are kind of great, and he's a pretty slick player. I was thinking Dick Ryan.
We'll get a yard sale or an auction.
But he's similarly, yeah. No.
Would you take $2? Oh, Tiki says, I head straight for the free pile. Yes.
Free? What do you got for free? All
right, speaking of.
Speaking of which.
You need to get those bubbles out.
I'll be glad to.
Because I have another drink to make.
And what do you
I kind of announced on Patreon I was going to do this, but.
Oh, look at that. Fancy.
It is fancy, and you'll find out why in just a second.
These are not for sale, by the way. So,
you don't
however.
Have to point out everything that's not for sale.
Are they for sale on our Amazon store?
No, because I couldn't find them.
Oh, shucks. We got a lot of great stuff on the Amazon store.
Oh, Match Game. Yeah. Yeah. I love Match Game. Have we done a Match Game episode?
I don't think we have. And you know something? I don't know why we haven't done a Match Game episode, Brett. What's going on?
I have a pair of sunglasses that he always gives me grief when I wear them because he thinks they look just like either Charles Nelson Riley or Brett Summers.
It's like basically both.
I'll probably wear them if we do a Match Game.
We can do that.
Episode.
This is as good a time as
any. What's my line?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Dean says, I think Playboy After Dark inspired a lot of Shag's paintings. Yes.
Hello.
I think you're right.
I think we need some royalties are due. Just asking, just saying.
Okay.
So, just as good a time as any since I entered this whole concept. At the bottom of your screen, you see a little tip jar. If you are thinking that, like, hey, this is...
Because every week we forget to do this.
And we do still have product. The new towels are out and are awesome. So these are available.
In our Big Cartel store.
My lovely co-host would like to drop the link. You can have your own. We actually have two new colors. We had black originally. This is sort of a teal and that is more of a magenta.
Okay.
Same.
All right, we got the commercial out of the way.
Different actual background color. These are fab. Exact same towel otherwise. It's got a cotton backing and it's got a poly print sign.
All right.
So it'll take a great print, but it actually will dry your dishes, unlike your typical polyester towel. So I'm just saying.
Oh, what's my line is the best. Oh yeah. Just watch for the fashion. Getty from him says.
Oh, yeah.
Flute boot. Yes, it is a flute boot.
It's a flute boot. I watch for the number of costumes you can find on Kitty Carlisle. And there's a name that you knew very well in the era. And today, who remembers Kitty? She was a real personality. She was a name. She was a socialite. So,
all right,
you need the bubbles. And you need the rest of the half-ounce measure. Half-ounce measure is right here.
Okay. Boom. So, I announced on Patreon I was going to do this, but I'm calling this one Paris Hilton's Closet.
Oh, well, hello.
Now, Paris Hilton's Closet is inspired by the fact that I want to partially turn our attic into a glorious, glamorous closet. But I just thought it was fun too. Oh wait. See, the Cajun artist that did the blue dog back in the 80s.
The blue dog?
What? Okay, wait. Okay, I'm losing track of the conversation here, but... Oh! Hey, wait, hold on. Errol says, speaking of glasses, Lisa and I went to the eye doctor last week. Lisa wanted my opinion on frames she was looking at. Wasn't getting involved in that. The girl that worked there helped her. Aw.
I think I have actually posited such advice to you from time to time, and you've done the same for me. But, you potentially have a better idea of what looks good on my face than I do. I basically end up getting the same pair of frames every time. I just can't get the exact same pair because they always change. So, but I liked these a lot when I found them because they did have that sort of tortoise coloration on the bows. And the front was actually this metallic, which I'd never had. So I thought it was
cool. Getty's Romance says, turn the attic into the Velveteen penthouse. Yes. Yes, exactly.
It already has a bar.
The Velveteen. There is a bar up there.
As a matter of fact.
Fabulous bar that our friends Mark and Eileen got us.
College buddy Kramer.
And we're going to, that's not for sale. So we're keeping that bar. But the Liars Club.
Liars
yes.
Club.
Oh my gosh, the Liars Club. All right, we got.
Wizard of Odds, anybody? There we go.
It's the Wizard of Oz.
All right, build that thing.
Okay,
so anyway.
Paris Hilton's closet
contains all sorts of great stuff. Probably bubbles. Don't you think that Paris has some good stuff?
Oh, it does. It does. Hold on. Okay. A ½ ounce raspberry liqueur. This tiny little bottle of Chambord.
Cute little Chambord. We're using up the cute little Chambord because that's going on the Christmas tree.
We're going to make it a Christmas ornament.
It's going to be a Christmas ornament because it's just so darling.
And
it's going actually specifically on the liquor tree. As a matter of fact.
Liquor tree. Oh, liquor tree. All right. ½ ounce of Barrow's Intense ginger liqueur.
Which is as advertised. Absolutely. Oh, Bill is actually drinking some sparkling stuff.
This is Paris
Hilton's
closet.
Oh, you're talking. Yeah, that's the stuff.
All right. ½ ounce of the Barrow's Intense ginger liqueur.
Glasses to cataracts. Oh, no.
Wait, what?
Yeah, hopefully that can be taken care of.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Damn it. I know that it comes to us all. We try our best. I've been wearing these since 1972. There, I just dated myself.
That exact same pair?
Exact same pair.
You know what? I'll take some spray because...
Coming your way. Where's the...
That bottle was hella sticky.
Ooh, the ginger.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have washed that off.
They kind of both were, but especially the ginger. All right.
All of those liqueur bottles have a tendency. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They do.
So, ½ ounce of each of those, and then... Just want to make sure I got it right. I was going to change this to 3.
Okay, that sounds entirely fair. And a big 3 dashes.
3 dashes.
Angostura cocoa bitters. That's the stuff. If you cannot find these, look a little harder. They should be in every supermarket across the country by now. Angostura has this penetration into your supermarket that no other bitters can do. It's really amazing. But they've been there the whole time. I don't know why. This stuff's like 100 proof. Look at this.
Okay.
Yep. It's my job.
Need a special Paris Hilton touch. Hold on. I'm ready.
That special touch. Well,
special Paris Hilton
You've already got the slipper.
I do. Oh!
Got to love
Tiki
that
Paka says we need an app for our cocktails. Well, you know what? If anyone out there can help us with an app,
talked about that for a number of years, as a matter of fact. Okay, 3,
oh my gosh.
2, 1, contact. Oh, I gotta love that sound.
This does my heart good. There's such a conversation going on YouTube, and I'm so happy you guys are.
Talk about.
I'm so happy you're getting along. All right.
I don't need to tell you what to talk about. You know.
We're going to fill with our chilled bubbles. Whoa. Hopefully it won't overfill with our chilled bubbles.
Wow, fun.
All right, a little bit more. Okay,
and that's funny.
I'm not done. I'm going to add a sprinkle.
Who would work on a tractor with nice clothes?
Of edible.
You would, Oliver.
Of edible pink glitter.
Pink glitter. Now you're talking Paris.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Right there.
Oh, you know what? I got to stand here because the fan is blowing my glitter
pink glitter
all
over the computer.
All right.
You don't want metallic stuff.
I'm blocking the fan.
Onto your contacts and your keys on your computer.
That was silly.
So
Okay.
I predict that this will in fact be delish, and I wish you were here to join us. You would enjoy it. Absolutely.
Right. There's some sparkly on the bar now. Oh, that's good.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thanks. Of course.
I'll take a little bit of spray
awesome.
so I can clean up the bar.
Please. I like that comment. I hate it when someone asks you if you'll take less than 10 cents for that t-shirt.
No.
Like, get out!
I know.
It's a dime. Pay it or get lost. Seriously, people.
All right.
Oh, and Cynthia just came in on edible pink glitter. Now, that's a good place to start. You know? I'm telling you.
Okay. Paris Hilton's closet. It sparkles.
Treehouse bar. Purple frames. Ooh,
oh, yeah, because we have the treehouse behind us.
Mm-hmm. Ping! Well, now I'm envious of your bubble, so I got to do my own.
All right.
Now, if I had a good idea, I would name this thingy.
It's hot. That's hot.
Well, that's hot.
That's hot.
Kind of hot. So, big fun. I like this picture. This image is good. All of you patrons, if you're, if you know what patron and would like to sponsor us there, many of you do already. We'll get all of these drinks tomorrow in a fun graphic and
drop the link
bonus
to the
content.
store.
Yep.
Ooh, it's so sparkly. I know you can't tell from there, but
I can see it.
trust me.
Looking good.
Sparkles like the sun.
Looking good. Let's see what will be good.
Oh, let's let them name it.
Okay, maybe I'll just make this thing and away we go. What I'm starting with is a flute, which doesn't have a sock. No, I'm envious. Do we have socks?
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Don't be sad.
Don't be mad and bad and sad.
You need a... Hold on.
Purple if you got it. Or maybe sparkle if you got it.
Here, you want... Take gold.
I'll take gold. I'll work with gold. We're talking
I
gold,
was going
not
to try to
fool's
get you the
gold.
purple one, but it's buried.
Oh, shucks.
All right.
Glitter will definitely do the job. We've been talking about glitter for
I'm not up
minutes
for the
now.
dig.
There we go.
Not
So
up for the
I
dig.
am going to throw a couple of ice cubes into there to get this baby cold because I have to build in
We
glass.
should take $1. Oh, jeez. Hi, Cynthia. Good to see you. Oh, edible pink glitter is what I came in on. It's been like that. Hi, Bobby.
I will tell you, I am actually quite reasonable with bargaining. We did a record fair some years back.
Bobby, yes.
I put a bunch of records out. And somebody had a copy of a double album set of Bessie Smith from the 70s. That was like a collection of her recordings on Columbia. And I think I had put $12 on it. I thought, well, that's perfectly reasonable.
I have a funny story.
And somebody comes up and says, would you take 4? And I said, I'll take 8. And the person said, okay. So I thought, sure.
Wait.
You want to be like, you want to talk about, knock me down a few bucks, sure. But like a third of the price? No.
Oh, wait, okay, hold on. I'm totally losing track of the conversation here, but Hugo says, I once told an old man that he could just have an American flag that I had at a yard sale, on a yard sale table. He just put it down, gave me a mean look, and walked away. What?
Why? Maybe you were just being respectful.
Okay, so
That's what I'm thinking.
I have a funny story. Well, I've got a drink in me now, so I'm going to tell the funny story.
Tell you a story.
We were at a sale where my former voice teacher was selling some stuff from her apartment. This was in New York City, and it was like a block sale. Like everyone could go out on their block and sell stuff in the street. Oh, wait, Cynthia says, I'm getting ready for a pink caftan event at the Madonna Inn, so I have pink on their brain.
Hello.
Well,
I'm
cheers.
hearing about
I
the
love
caftan
that.
ladies, I think.
I love a pink caftan.
You know? Oh, hello.
Okay, so focus. So she was selling stuff at this street sale. And this was on the Upper West Side, very fancy street.
Schmooch, you know.
And she had some linens on the table. And they were very nice, high quality linens.
That's Liz, just say.
And I think she had something like $10 on them. Do you remember?
Something like that. It was
something like $10. It was not a lot of money.
It was like not $1. It was not outrageous.
And someone asked her, like, would you take $1 for it? And she said no. And the person's like, bitch!
Squeeze me? Hello.
And she was just like, go away. Like, she had no time for her, but it was hilarious. She's like,
Ouch.
bitch!
Ouch. Bitch! ranch. I remember that to this day.
Oh my god!
I remember at the same sale, I was. I think we were selling. I might have had a stack of 8-tracks. I don't think anything was sold.
Naked
but we got
wines.
a lot of attention on them.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Oh, I'm just catching up on your comment, Errol. It's hilarious. Okay.
Boom, 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 boom. And I remember distinctly that directly across, we were occupying a corner of her table, and directly across from us, a guy had some records. And one of the records was Ima Sumac Miracles. I had become aware of this record. I'm like, ooh, I got to go take a look at that. And before I knew it, somebody scooped me and walked away with it.
Oh. Kitty for me, I would have thrown my lawn chair at them if they called me that. Maybe even my cash box too. Just take the cash out first and toss it at her.
I'm not going to kill you with cash.
She was scrappy. You know, you probably could have thrown the cash box at her head and it would have just bounced off.
Yeah, boing.
She was scrappy. She was like a relative of Glendora.
I think more than that. So.
Yeah, but it was like, bitch.
So here's what I have just done here. We happen to still have some of the Lee Spirits. The Lee Spirits does a lot of infusions here. This is strawberry ginger gin. So, and there's also 100 proof. What do you know? No, it's 90. I'm sorry, it's 90 proof. This is actually a great sort of thing to throw into your G&T because it's got a lot of extra flavors. And I said, we still got this stuff. I'm going to go with that. Sort of a late sour concoction. What do you want to do with that? You want to make it a little sour and then top it with bubbles. So I made it a little sour with 1/3 ounce of lemon juice and then 1/3 ounce of, again, American Fruits strawberry liqueur, just to punch up the strawberry. Got that a little cold with the cube, totally gone by now. And I'm going to top with bubbles, and there you go. Real easy, a very simple, kind of a small sour, top with the bubbles. We're really working that French 75 model, and it's going to be really great. And I think I will, in fact, throw on some bitter cube.
Oh, you didn't put that in the recipe.
Vanilla bitters, because we happen to have these.
How much are you doing?
I'm going to do a dash, and you know we're getting low on these, and we're gonna find them because I like them a lot.
We found those for free, didn't we?
We did, and it was down to like there, and now it's down to like there. So
wait, hold on, let me bitter. It's all one word, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cherry bark vanilla bitters. Mm-hmm. Writing this down.
I'm getting all those flavors. This is really good. This, you would like to be walking around a yard sale with this in your hand saying, I wonder if I can get that for $8. You know? He
didn't name this drink, so we're counting on you to name the drink.
Strawberry ginger gin. It's got the ginger liqueur. It's got some lemon. And it's got the cherry vanilla bark bitters from Bitter Cube. These are a lot of fun. And they should be pretty available. Right, are they in our store?
I think so.
Okay, so you could always go to our Amazon store.
I was going to share our store.
Share our store.
SOS. Share our stores.
Share our stores. There's a few ways that you can support the show when you're a fan of the show. And you're watching.
Even if you're not.
And you're watching, so therefore, you know, we've got these towels, which are fantastic. You got the link. We've got a tip jar there, just in case. So if you're patrons. And then, of course, there is the Amazon store, where we get a percentage of sales. No extra cost to you.
If you enter Amazon through our store, even if you don't buy anything from our store, if you just enter Amazon from our store and buy anything, we still get a cut. So
you decide to go into our store and say, well, I'm not into cocktail paraphernalia, but I'd like to buy a refrigerator.
Naughty Redhead. Oh, Cynthia, I like it.
There we go.
All right, price. Naughty Redhead.
Naughty Redhead.
She named it.
Well, there we go. Thank
Naughty
you.
Redhead.
That's a good one.
Okay. I'm gonna put it down right now.
I'm thinking of that strawberry ginger sort of thing, saying, yeah, that reminds me a lot of some Naughty Redheads. Mm-hmm.
See? Okay. That's so much better than we were thinking of.
That's so much better than what I was about to come up with because I didn't have any good ideas.
Yeah, okay.
And so, boom.
Bargain Betty. That's a good one, too. All right, we're going to have to do a Bargain Betty.
Maybe we need a fifth drink, I'm just saying. Mm-hmm.
Bargain Betty. I love it.
Excuse me, will you take $8?
The one that got away. Oh, we might have to do a part 2 of this one.
All these cocktails.
Bargain Betty.
I tell you.
One that got away. So many good ones.
These are great, great names. That reminds me, the sale I was just talking about, there was the one that got away. Guess what? Years later, a friend actually has a surplus copy of same record. Ima Sumac Miracles. He's like, here. So, you know, eventually these things come to you. You got to look. It's not some crazy rare record. It just didn't sell that well at the time. Nobody got what the hell was going on with that record.
Oh, thank you, Cynthia.
From a contemporary perspective, you listen to this like 50s exotica singer doing some with a psychedelic band, and you're like, this is absolutely nuts. And people go crazy about it.
Cynthia comes to Amazon for our shop.
Thank you.
You know, it helps. It really does.
You know, it's just a little at a time. Okay. Exactly. Even if you're just buying your vitamins per month.
Exactly.
You're not paying any more.
I'm going to share the link to our Amazon store too. And no pressure, but you know what? If you're going to Amazon,
it is important to note it's not like you have to pay a premium to get us a cut. It's just the same old Amazon prices. Same old, same old. Some of you don't really like Amazon. Okay, I understand.
Then by all means, don't shop there.
Don't shop there. But if you do, and you're perfectly fine with it, and they have their programs, and they have their content, and they do what they do, then I greatly appreciate if you could do a little shopping through our channel, because it's not like you're doing anything much different than what you do.
Oh, Errol says Lisa showed me the recipe she gets as a patron.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She got them, finally looked them over. I was seriously impressed. Aww.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we do that because she's a patron. Because she's a patron, we deliver quality content. This isn't just like, thank you for the stipend, but here's like nothing. No.
Oh,
you get content.
Cynthia.
You get content. So, and all of these things that we're making here tonight, we're tested out in our laboratories to make sure that they're up to our usual standards.
Such a good idea, Gettysburg Ma'am. She says, I was thinking about a show theme. I don't do a lot of alcohol, but mocktails instead, and I would love flavored rims. That's a great idea.
Rim recipes.
Okay. All right.
Okay, hot tip number 1, you can do any kind of colored sugar with your food coloring. If you just kind of shake it up with the color, bam, you've got it. I want orange, I want chartreuse, I want that, you can do that. And it's just sugar.
As we learned.
Number 1, yes.
As we learned, you can do tahine.
Yeah, number 2, your savory rims include some things that are premixes ready to go, like tahine. You can find probably in a supermarket. Go to the international food section and you'll find that. Commonly available flavoring south of the border.
I'm writing it down, though. It's a really good idea.
It's a spice and salt mixture that is used to spread on things like melon. It's surprisingly great, and it's an excellent cocktail rim. It's really, really good. And you'll find some flavored salts from, I'm trying to think if there's a spice company that we've had a lot of spice mixes from. They're based in Florida. And
Badia?
Yeah, Badia actually does these flavored salts. They were the ones who did Merlot salt. I think we still have some, although I need to beat it up because it's hard as a rock. And that you can use as a rim on it. And the Merlot salt really tastes like Merlot. Hello.
Yeah. I
know somebody in the family who appreciates that sort of thing. So if you're doing your margarita, you can definitely vary that up with that.
The title of that album that got away from you, name the drink after that. Yes.
Oh, that's funny. That would be Miracles. However, I like our name. This works very well.
That's okay. You could do Miracles, and we could always do a follow-up.
We can do a follow-up thing with more drinks because we got more drinks in us. Well, after tonight, we'll have more drinks in us. And again, I was using the Lee Spirits Strawberry Ginger. This may already be available at your liquor store. Lee Spirits does a number of these with these flavored spirits. They do flavored vodka, flavored gin. And if it's not, ask. Yes, your liquor store should be able to get such things.
I'm going, I don't know where to buy. I'm going to their website to see where to buy. It looks, it's available in Oklahoma.
Hello.
Lisa and Errol could get it.
Well, that's very attractive.
It's available in Arizona,
Colorado,
Nebraska, and Oklahoma.
Well, that's a big chunk right there.
It might also be available online. I don't know.
You have to see. I think that at the time that they sent us some of their products to use on our show, then that was sponsored. Currently, they're not sponsoring us, even though I'm still using the product. But at that point in time, we were noting where you could get, and I'm pretty sure you were able to order it. It depends on your state, though, whether you can receive it. I'm not sure that our state will allow us to get from them. Which would be a real shame because otherwise it's fairly progressive. There's a lot of distilleries happening locally.
It looks like they're still pushing hard.
Okay.
Looks like they're still pushing hard. Pop Rocks makes a fun drink room.
Yeah.
That sounds perfect for Halloween, actually.
I've heard of that. It's special effects, which I love.
We'll have to try it. And if we don't
blow
up our
special
faces,
effects.
we'll do it on a video.
Well, just don't drink like a Coca-Cola and have Pop Rocks because then you'll explode. Like Mikey.
Mikey. I think Mikey is still alive.
And he's doing fine. I think he's an attorney. So
let's find out.
Yeah, we'll check it out. Mikey himself. Who was he?
Life. Cereal.
Mikey.
Mikey. Wait. Mikey. Little Mikey.
John Gilchrist.
Is Life Cereal Mikey still alive?
Yes, and he's doing well.
What really became of Mikey? I'm sure someone out there knows him. I'm sure we're 1 degree of separation.
Yeah, from Mikey
Pop
himself.
Rocks is like, okay, hold on.
Immediately it comes up, for Pete's sake.
I'm just scrolling to the bottom because we don't...
There he is.
Okay, there he is.
He's doing well.
He left acting to pursue a communications degree at Iona College. We used to live right by Iona College.
Good
That's
grief.
so funny.
So close.
His love of the New York Knicks led him to a position at Madison Square Gardens, where he landed a job in ad sales as director of media sales. His primary function is negotiating with TV advertisers. Gilchrist reportedly still enjoys Life cereal and always has it on hand at home. Oh, jeez.
He lives in Pelham. What? No way.
He lives in... Still? Oh my gosh, Joe, are you still here? He lives in Pelham, New York.
Mikey lives in Pelham. It's hilarious.
Oh, no.
It's amazing. True.
Is his name really Mike, though?
No, his name is John.
John! He wasn't Mike at all.
Little Mikey.
What a fraud.
He was 3.5 at the time.
What a fraud.
Good grief.
Oh! Lisa says, been watching your old videos from way back. Love watching them. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, we got some that are quite old on the internet by now.
We've been talking
standards.
about some new ones. Mm-hmm. We got kind of sidetracked with our film.
Well, it takes...
that we've been making, but...
It takes 6 months of effort to crank out a good 10 minutes worth of movie.
Yeah.
When you're paying genuine people to do genuine jobs and not trying to go cheap. Oh. And the results that we've been seeing on the playback are really, really worth it. So I will build the anticipation because it is worth your time. It's worth my time. It's actually a lot of fun. I've had a lot of good time, like synchronizing audio and just like tightening up things and figuring out how else to edit that. That's the challenge right there.
I'm glad I didn't have a mouthful when I read this.
Oh, my.
Okay, Hugo, I'm going to read this out loud and hope we don't get knocked off of the internet. Hugo says, I was at a yard sale of a guy I couldn't stand. I ended up buying his childhood piggy bank just to be polite. Inside was a prayer to help him stop touching himself at night.
I love myself. I want you to love me. Yo, I tell you. Oh, noes! The things we can't say.
I'm crying now.
I'm sorry, she needs to leave for a second. I'm amazed that YouTube allowed that. But here we are. I guess you can say touch myself and not be a problem. And I'm thinking to myself, what really is the problem? What exactly is the problem with that? For somebody of that age. Big deal. But at this remove, it makes a hilarious story. So there we go.
Oh no.
Good grief. No. And he bought his childhood piggy bank. I'm amazed he let it go. He kind of forgot what was in her, didn't he? No! Hilarious.
No. That's good.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That might be a Glendora episode going forward.
These things could happen. She has themes, let's just say. Lavender sugar. Now, there's a fun idea. You want a fun idea? Get yourself some of those lavender mints. C. Howard's lavender mints. Those were actually designed for smokers back in the day. Yeah. Crush those up and then place that around the rim. That is a very heavy
I hope no one's
flavor.
Watching this on an 80-inch TV because I seriously messed up my face.
Oh, no.
But it was worth it because that was
hilarious.
So funny.
It was hilarious.
That's it, Kelly. It really did. That's more than someone's 2 cents, isn't it? Gettysburg Ma'am says.
I think it's $20.
Oh, Gettysburg Ma'am says, I had a drink with freeze-dried strawberry and sugar rim. That sounds delicious.
Oh, big fun.
Ooh.
You can buy the freeze-dried ice cream. They usually call it astronaut ice cream. That would be an interesting rim. Perhaps sticky, but it could be interesting.
Hugo, that was the best.
That's a level of hilarity I was not expecting.
No. Ah! Worth every tear that came out of my eyes.
Everybody remembers those little Jack Chick tracks. They're pretty.
Oh my gosh! Someone handed me one.
Amazing. They're entertaining. Let's just say that. Don't take them too seriously, folks. You know. Someone
handed me a track. I was sitting in Bryant Park couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And
you got a track.
I was waiting for Paul. He was going to be delivering
a coffee
to me in the park.
Because you
in
can't drink anything else in the park.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have alcohol in the park. So that's fine.
So
he brought me a coffee.
So we didn't.
But I was waiting for him to show up, and I was just sitting there, and someone came and laid on the table in front of me a religious tract and a tangerine.
It said, "Have you heard the word?" And you said, "Yes."
No, they didn't say a word. They just left. But
boom and boom.
But they left me a tangerine and a tract, and then I saw them go to the person at the next table, and they didn't give them a tangerine, so I felt kind of special.
You got the little Tangelo. Bingo. Hilarious.
Oh wait, hold on. Got 2 turtles. What was?
Oh,
jeez, the turtles.
Whoa, dead turtles.
No
way. Hilarious.
Oh, thank you, Tiki Podcast.
Wow.
This is my favorite Kelly singing Tranquilizers.
Oh, jeez. That's a great song. That's a song by William Bolcom, as a matter of fact. Originally sung by Joan Morris.
Yes. Hello. Well, were you listening? Were you in Bryant Park when you were listening to music yesterday?
Yes, I was.
Oh, okay. Gettysburg Ma'am says, I watch Bryant Park's live feed on YouTube all the time. Yeah. They have great summer concerts. He was there yesterday listening to some music.
I need to go into the big city once a week. Well, increasingly I need to go in more than once a week. Rah, rah, rah. But I was there on a Tuesday, and it was a brilliant day. And I said to myself, if I have to go into this office, I am going somewhere else to eat lunch. So I did. And if you skulk around the park around lunchtime, it's really hard to find a seat unless you look pretty hard. I found a seat. I did fine. And I did my part, and then I realized that people were on the big lawn there, and some of them were just like lying down. I'm like, oh, I could relax out here.
Usually the lawn's closed.
Yeah.
People were on the lawn?
People were on the lawn. And they have a regular series with piano players, so I just said, I'm going to relax here and listen to what's going on. And somebody was playing some blues, and I am positive I heard a kazoo solo. So no, that is some blues, folks. But yeah, they got that. They do great stuff. They do a film series during the year. It's usually classics. It's stuff like the Blues Brothers. And they'll just show it on a big screen, and you just go to the park
Childhood piggy bank.
Grab your bottle of coffee and enjoy the show.
Oh,
that's fantastic.
Bank. I love that.
Take advantage of these things. If you live in the city, you got to go and do it. And if you don't, watch the feed. That's brilliant that they do that. That's just amazing. That's great. I mean, we have a local concert series at our town, and it's usually some groups playing doo-wop and stuff like that. When we first moved in, I think it was the first or second year, we're looking at the schedule, and it's blah, 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 1910 Fruit Gum Company. I'm like, what? So we had to go to that. And I'm like, was the guys. It was the actual guys from the group. And I talked to them afterwards because I had an 8-track of their third album. I'm like, would you guys sign this? And they're like, whoa, yeah, sure, Pretty hilarious.
Oh, there were a lot of people there that had things to be signed.
Oh, yeah. People remembered them.
Yeah.
They had 2 or 3 hits. They were singing a lot more than their 2 or 3 hits. They were singing everybody's hits.
I say yummy, yummy, yummy. I got love in my tummy. Is that them?
No,
who's that?
They're the Simon Says guys.
Oh, who are they? Itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot.
No. That's somebody else.
What was their hit?
Their hit was Simon Says and 1, 2, 3 Red Light. Yeah, kid stuff.
Who's Yummy, yummy, yummy. I love in my tummy.
I'm thinking Lemon Pipers. That's wrong. Yeah, who did that?
I have to look it up. Although someone will beat me to it.
Yeah, somebody will beat you to that.
Yummy.
We have this on a 45 somewhere, by the way. Of course. I'm not selling that.
Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
No, that's not right. Nope. Nope.
Wikipedia.
Ohio Express.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay. That's different from the Ohio Players. I was like,
yes.
What? Really?
What?
Oh,
no.
yeah, no. Totally different thing.
Ohio Players did different...
No. Totally different thing.
Different style material. But yeah, they were actually from Ohio.
Yummy, I got love in my tummy.
Yeah. Well, it's it was a big hit at the time, and sung by Joey Levine. Now he's a name that you hear on a lot of material from that era. He has fairly distinctive voice.
Okay.
And he co-wrote a lot of these things.
Teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. Brian Hyland.
Yeah. It's a totally stupid song. It's really one of those songs. I believe a DJ some years ago described that as one of those songs you hear and you're like, oh, that's kind of fun. And then the second time you hear it, like, oh, that's kind of not that much fun. And by the third time you hear it, it is one of the despised oldies. Although I believe, doesn't Devo do a version of it? No, that improves it tenfold. Just saying.
Oh, Getty's Map says, I think their summer concert series is over. I was there in July to see Nellie McKay. She's amazing. Oh, okay.
Straight out of that. I kind of love that.
Oh, Tranquilizers. I know. I feel like we should update that one. I feel like we should update Tranquilizers.
Tranquilizers is classic as is. We have other songs to do. I don't know.
I feel like I could do better.
We have other songs to do. But you did a great job.
We do have other songs to do, by the way.
Hi,
Dan. Good to see you.
Well, hello.
Dan says, I think the 1910 Fruit Gum Company played Dead Man's Curve. Oh, I wanted to come see you at Dead Man's Curve, and it was sold out.
Dead Man's Curve.
This is what happens when we don't wake up early in the morning.
Is potentially our most local of such events. It's right there in Mawa.
No.
Good grief. Why didn't I make this? But they have a limited number of tickets.
Bird is the word. Oh, Karen and Paul does a version of Surfin' Bird that is just...
Well, let's just say that some years back, the Dregs Band at Ohanalua at the lake was about to play at Sans Vocals. I'm like, you don't have a vocalist? What the hell? They're like, well, no one's going to sing it. I'm like, I'll sing it. So I stood up and did it. I'm like, you've got to have somebody singing this. This is ridiculous.
Is it just, it's one of those things where you don't realize your spouse is about to go up there and do Surfin' Bird, and then he's like on the ground going, bah, 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 bah. You're like, okay.
Things you got to do.
That's great.
I'm just saying.
Okay, wait.
It was a great night.
I get it. Okay. I get it. Okay, Elizabeth says, I can just hear Glendora. Hi, Johans. Don't shake your pinky pink.
I'm just saying.
Now that you've said that, I have to do it.
Yeah.
Glendora has to do it, not me. Glendora has to do it. Anyway.
So Karen, at the time, nobody called it that. They, if anything, called it bubblegum, because there was a whole label that was really Buddha. A couple of producers there started doing this sort of kiddie stuff, and they had the Fruit Gum Company, and they had another group with like that, and suddenly it was called Bubblegum Music. And it was all sort of like very young-oriented stuff that was extremely pop. And among other things, that was inspiring a group of like young hoodlums over at like Corona High School, who later became the Ramones. So you think that this stuff was heavily influential in punk rock.
Dean, I've heard that Julie London cover. That's great. That is great.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, it's very Julie London. It's amazing. It's amazing that she bothered to do it and said, yeah, okay, whatever. But she does it well. Yeah, she does.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay, Gettysburg Ma'am says, look up Nellie McKay and Bryant Park on YouTube. Okay, all right, I will.
Hot sardines.
Ew.
Wow. Okay, hot
all right, I will.
Well, I like these singers who decide to do that because, like, we actually...
Bryant Park is kind of a high-profile gig. I mean, like, there are all these media companies right around there. You could be performing at lunch at Bryant Park and really kind of be seen by
you can get
a
some
number
attention.
of people. Yeah.
Bryant Park is right on top of the big library. You know what I'm talking
The
about?
Ghostbusters library.
The Ghostbusters library. The big one. It's the two big lines sitting there.
Gabba gabba hey.
The collections with all the ancient maps and stuff like that. This is cool. It's a great little park in the middle of a concrete jungle otherwise.
Yes.
Midtown is a sort of a desert. I work there now, so I think, ugh.
I like to go sit
Why do I work
in
there?
Bryant Park. I like to go sit by the carousel. It's so
Carousel
cute.
is super cute and
It's
very,
so cute.
very, very dear.
It really is. You want to be taken out of the city, just go sit by the carousel.
Go to the park. It's full of trees and grass.
Yeah.
And there's suddenly oxygen. Good concept.
Although the last time I was in the library,
Yes.
I went in the library, I was like, oh, okay, I have like an hour to kill before I meet Paul. I'll go in and do some work, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Wrong.
They have this reading room, which is usually full of tourists taking pictures because it's got all these paintings on the walls, which that's fine. Take all the damn pictures you want.
Oh, damn
If you
picture
get
want.
the Vegas vacation reference there, I
Then
would
there you go.
appreciate it. But yeah, take all the pictures you want. But some dude in a wife beater and shorts came in and decided he was just going to watch TV on his laptop. So he was just playing his laptop at full blast. And then an alarm started going off. And they started evacuating the library. I was like, gotta go.
Time to go.
I kind of didn't want to be there after that.
Well, no fun,
But,
eh?
yeah.
At
Jan
that
and
point.
Dean.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wait, hold on. Bobby says on a different note, rubber baby buggy bumpers. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
Red rubber ball.
Oh, Bobby, I've had so much acting training. Rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Not attempting that right now.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Although, what are some of the ones I remember that... All right.
Thinking about it. Tongue and twist stars.
I learned this one in London. The Leith police dismisseth us. I'm thankful, sir, to say. The Leith police dismisseth us. They thought we sought to stay.
That's gonna really twist up your tongue. I'm just saying.
That's the one I really remember. Oh, Gettysburg Man, thank you. Okay, perfect. Oh, Gettysburg
All of
Man
you
posted the link to our performance.
Habitués of the VIP room will enjoy that. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
Oh,
I
thank
like
you.
that a lot.
Karen loves Glenny. Thank you.
Oh, you know. Hey. Ramones.
As long as the part doesn't contain Raymond Marble. Oh.
As long as the park doesn't contain the remains of Jimmy Hoffa, well,
Probably not.
Not actually legendarily
No.
buried beneath that park. Legendary buried other places, which he probably is not. So, that's just legends of New Jersey, we're just saying. New Jersey, of course, is very
speaking of legends
close
of New Jersey.
to the city. So,
The Secaucus train station has all these huge posters they're like inspirational posters of famous people from New Jersey. And some of them are kind of hilarious. Not in a bad way.
Well, it's amazing the number of people who come from New Jersey.
Way.
When it's Little Stephen,
They're
you're
just like Yogi Berra and stuff.
oh, yeah. Well, when it's Little Stephen, you say, oh, well, of course, you know. When it's the Isley Brothers, you're like, oh, I wasn't realizing that. When it is Gloria Gaynor, you're like, oh, wow, you know, that's kind of cool. When it's Yogi Berra, you're like, now there's a philosopher right there.
Gettysburg Ma'am says, I love watching Brian's live feed to see the jugglers that come in the morning. So fun. Oh,
wow. That's
that.
like the mimes that used to come there.
You know, they have, Lisa likes the Ramones. Yeah.
R-A-M-O-N-E-S.
Oh, okay. Eric says, unique New York. 3 times fast. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York.
on the morning show.
Oh, and Michael said it too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Michael said it, and then Eric said, "You New York 3 times."
Boom.
All right, I caught up.
We figured it out.
Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York.
So on the morning show on WFMU on Mondays, I believe it is, Mark Moran does a segment.
We love him.
You know Mark Moran, of course, comedian, actor.
Yep.
He was on that Glow show. Hello.
He was hilarious on Glow.
Great.
I miss Glow.
Oh yeah, great character on
Glow.
Show was hilarious. And he is one of the originators of the Weird series. You know, those books were like Weird, blah, blah, blah. Weird New Jersey. And he actually does a segment where he talks about strange things happening in New Jersey. And it's all about hauntings and murders and, rains of frogs falling from the sky. That kind of stuff. Monsters. New Jersey in 1916 had a series of shark attacks, which some years later inspired the film Jaws. But people were literally getting attacked by large sharks inland, like in rivers. It's crazy. How the hell did that happen? So he talks about that. And they're really amazing segments. There's just these strange things. I happen to go into Penn Station once a week these days, and I realize what a pain in the neck that station is. And also, what an abomination that station is compared to what it used to be.
Well, yeah.
You know, you used to exit that station as if it was Grand Central Station. It's like this palace.
Grand Central's beautiful.
And
Penn
now
Station, not so much.
It's like, at best, a sort of a third-rate shopping mall. And you're like, what happened here?
Although, they are working on it.
It's improving.
Just to be fair, they are working on it.
You know, one of the plans was recreate it because the blueprints are still
They're
there.
not going to do that, but...
It's not going to happen. It's too bad. Madison Square Garden is still a big thing.
Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
That show is the best. Oh, yeah. She sells seashells by the seashore.
Boom.
Okay. Eric says, I already know if you nuke New York, unless someone nukes the York, you try to nuke trying to be a narc about it. See, I might have had some drinks, but I can still do this.
Sarah.
Training.
There we go. Yep.
Training.
Sarah, sitting in the shoe shine shop. All day long, she sits and shines. All along, she shines and sits. Boom, there we go. I can't do that well, but...
At least you didn't...
No.
Yes, but no. Red leather, yellow leather.
Leather? You mean like
Lucky
Tuscadero?
Wait, hold on. I don't know this one, Eric.
Lucky Louie Lion likes
Lucky
licking lemon
Louie
lollipops.
Lion likes licking lemon lollipops. That's a new one on Maine.
Boom.
Lucky Louie Lyman likes licking... Oh, I said Lyman. It's
Lyman.
Lion. Lucky Louie Lion likes licking
Whoops.
lemon lollipops. I don't have the muscle memory of that one yet.
That's a tough one. I understand.
That's a tough one.
I'm going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Thinking about it.
Here's this Glow, my favorite teenage guilty pleasure. Oh.
Oh, man.
I remember when it was a thing.
I remember it being on. It seemed ridiculous, but in retrospect, it was just entertainment.
I'm going to give myself a little...
Oh, a little bit
of
the strawberry, or is that the cherry?
This is the cherry.
Oh, that's a great thing to put into your bubbles.
Yes, it is. I gotta try it again now. Now I feel challenged. Lucky Louie Lion likes licking lemon lollipops.
Boom. Strange
Boom.
names. Oh, Steve Forbert. Now that's a name from back in the day. Some names from that era are very well known. Bruce Springsteen, Little Steven, and some are not so well known. But Steve Forbert should be a little more well known.
Why do I know that name?
He's around. You see his records at the shows. Definitely.
But did he have...
No big hit that I know of. Some of these guys had one big hit.
Who am I thinking of?
Marshall Crenshaw, one big hit.
No, it sounds like
also
Steve
a local guy.
Forbert. Oh, and of course, don't forget their follow-up, POW, Powerful Women of Wrestling.
Oh,
what?
Fun.
Oh, okay. So I feel like Steve Forward. I know that name for some reason, and I don't know why. Oh, wait. Okay, Peter says, how about tie-dyed leather? What? Can you do that?
No. How do you do that?
How do you do that?
You can tie-dye fabric.
Getty Ram says, these tongue twisters are much more fun after an hour or two of drinks, aren't they?
Well,
I just feel challenged.
It doesn't get worse, I'm just saying.
I just feel challenged.
And we still have the remains of a bottle of bubbles that we may work on.
Which we don't have to kill tonight.
But a bottle of bubbles is a lot of fun in an evening.
That's right.
Because you can have it straight, you can have a mimosa.
Romeo's tune.
You can have a French 75, which is awesome. So, who? Oh, yeah.
Romeo's tune. Recreate. Wait, what are we recreating?
I was mentioning Penn Station. There was a movement for a second there. It's like if you want to do something with Penn Station, rebuild Penn Station. And it's a great idea. Because I look at what's there now. You've got this hockey rink on top of it. And I'm like, well, what the hell's that? That means that the station got obsolete and somebody bought the air rights and decided to build a bleep hockey rink on top of it. And that's all you've got.
Although, I don't want to...
Now, we saw a show there recently, and honestly, it was very entertaining. But so what? You go to Nassau Coliseum and see that. It doesn't matter. Penn Station was Penn Station. It was the original palace. It was like you entered the city like a god.
Okay.
It was an amazing sort of thing.
Because I read this a couple of weeks ago, I thought I would follow up. The Penn Station $7 billion fix-up moves ahead. All right, so they are fixing it up.
Yeah, I like the headline says, updates the notorious eyesore.
It is a notorious eyesore, but I was...
it's not pretty.
I was reading something the other day that said that it will be the largest development in the country.
For $7 billion?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
The station was built around like 1905 to 1911 at probably the cost of about $20 million.
Eric says back in the day,
that was a lot of money.
This radio station I listened to, back at the time, WWSW, now 3WS, had a tongue twister on air contest. That's where I got the Lucky Louie Lion. Okay.
Come on.
I'd never heard that one before, and I've had a number of acting classes.
The kicker about rebuilding Penn Station was...
Oh, Bobby says, sorry, I apparently started something. It was hilarious. I love it.
If you want to be starting something, you've got to be starting something.
A good game of twisted tongues.
The thing about recreating Penn Station is, do you want the elements? They're still sitting there in the Meadowlands. All of this, like marble got dumped there when the station was demolished in 1966.
But is it preserved, or is it just...
Oh, it's just sitting there, but it's stone.
No, but is it sitting there... Because a lot of that is just landfill. So was it in the landfill, or is it being preserved?
Nobody's preserving this stuff.
Oh, well then...
But some of this could be recreated, I'm just saying. It was a classic iron frame station, the way that a lot of the London stations are. And I think it should not be impossible to do that. And only in the States would you demolish something that pretty. And the fact is, when I come into there, I'm like, this just underlines to me how hideous this whole thing is. It's uncomfortable. It is a pain in the neck. And you got too many idiots walking around pointlessly.
Eric says, remember when I started coming on with that, she sits and sips Schlitz. My girlfriend's friend, my childhood friends, I can read. My childhood friend's parents had a drinking board game that involved having to say tongue twisters. I think that was called Pass Out.
Is Joe still here? Hello, just asking.
Joe, Pass Out.
Asking about the game Pass Out.
Are we familiar? That's hilarious. Okay.
I would like to see that. There are plenty of board game drinking games, which are sometimes they're pretty stupid. Drink a shot.
The rain in Spain.
But yes.
Was mainly on the plane.
Yes.
The rain in Spain is mainly on the plane.
I think she's got it.
I knew you'd come in with it. By Jove, she's got it.
Well, I remember as a kid being kind of fascinated with Stanley Holloway in that movie. So
that's just not what I expected you to say.
No, but it's kind of hilarious. So there you go. Here's Holloway.
Cheese sits on a shelf. Okay, all right. 5 times fast. Cheese sits on a shelf. 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 Cheese sits on a shelf.
Bang.
Dang.
I think she's got it. I think she's got it. Hilarious. But I love that.
What's a smart drinking game? Oh.
Point taken. I raised it, so obviously I have to come up with a smart drinking game.
See, like, you said that, and I took it seriously, and I'm like, I don't know, Cards Against Humanity?
Yeah, I'm thinking a smart drinking game would be playing poker to win at this point in time.
How much chuck would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Oh, Elizabeth.
The classics.
It's a classic.
We have woodchucks living under the house, so I should give them some
I haven't seen
respect.
one lately, though.
Huh, maybe they're gone.
There?
Maybe they're gone. That'll be okay.
Yeah.
We put up a better fence. Maybe that takes care of them. Oh,
You said that, and I totally took it seriously. I'm like, a smart drinking game.
Let me think about a smart
Cards
drinking
Against
game.
Humanity.
That kind of is a smart drinking game, because to play that, you really have to work it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true. She sits upon the sheets, on the sheets she sits upon.
Think about it.
Oh, Gettysburg Ma'am says Cards Against Humanity is before our annual New Year's Eve game with friends. Oh my gosh. We haven't played it in a long time though. We gotta bust that out again.
It's slightly aggressive, and that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, quarters is a smart and drinking game I played. Wait, go back.
Going.
Oh, wait. No, go back. We had a Karen's comment. We'll be done by the same company that renovated King's Cross Station in London. Oh, okay.
Well, we're renovating what? Penn Station? Because it's not going to be renovated the way that it might be renovated. Here's the thing, and this is very important to know. I remember years ago a comment about Penn Station saying, only in New York would you demolish something that pretty and then just leave it to be a freaking hockey rink. And then somebody added to that, well, only in New York are you going to find a McKim Mead & White creation directly across from another McKim Mead & White creation. Penn Station was originally McKim Mead & White in 1911. Across from that is the 1913 post office, which by the time anybody started thinking about renovating Penn Station realized you don't need all of this post office now. So you've got this huge marble edifice that looks like a train station right across from an actual train station. And currently you can exit the Long Island Railroad inside the Moynihan Train Hall in the post office. That is true. It looks much better. It's amazing. But it's right there. That plan actually happened. I remember there was a plan from Senator Daniel Patrick Moynihan who thought, well, why don't you just do that? Good idea. It's not that you can just tear down Madison Square Garden, although why not? I don't care.
Did you just say Madison Square Garden?
No, Square Garden. That's actually the 4th Madison Square Garden. It doesn't matter if it goes away. It could go somewhere else. It doesn't matter. Somebody decided that this would be a good idea in 1966. It was not a good idea. It was a stupid madman idea about what to do with a great station, and they demolished it. And the fact is that that was a trigger to the Preservation Commission to actually be formed and say, don't do that to Grand Central Station, which did not happen. Because the city will just demolish anything of value because it doesn't have any value to the city.
Oh, Gettysburg, man, we don't have the extension packs, but
we've got the basics.
Going forward. Okay, wait, hold on.
Yes?
A skunk sat on a stump. The skunk thought that the stump stunk, and the stump thought that the skunk stunk.
Pass out. Mm-hmm.
All right. That one's from Dean. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean. Twisters for all you people following. Mm-hmm.
Twister.
Twister is a pretty good one to play when you've Had a few.
We don't have
Try
Twister,
that out.
do we?
We do not have Twister.
Oh my gosh, all those games and we don't have Twister.
We do not own Twister. It doesn't actually turn up secondhand too often. I think that the game pieces get a little...
Well, I think you could buy it new for like...
Yeah, cheap.
Cheap, so why would you need a used version?
You don't need used Twister. We happen to have a used version of Password.
Madison Square Garden was the bowling alley.
There is a bowling alley not far from there at Port Authority. It's been there for years.
It's
yeah.
like 20 blocks, but yeah.
It's like 10 blocks.
No.
42nd Street versus 34th Street.
Madison, no. You're thinking...
I'm thinking the bowling alley at Port Authority.
Yes.
It's a mere 10 blocks away.
I'm thinking of the original Madison Square, which was at like 23rd Street.
Why are you thinking that? It hasn't been there since 1928.
No, I know. But...
I'm just asking.
We're talking about a fictional bowling alley, so it doesn't... It's like all in your head anyway.
The bowling alley's still there.
Wait.
We passed there.
No,
recently.
the one at Port Authority is still
Port
there.
Authority I'm talking about.
I'm talking about Madison Square
Garden.
Garden.
It was never Madison Square Garden. Port Authority has Madison Square Garden. That's what I'm talking about.
We're talking about the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's at Port Authority. The current one is at Port Authority.
Port Authority has
we walked
a bowling
by
alley.
it the other day. I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Anyway.
Okay, you missed that part.
No, you missed it.
Mm-hmm.
Eric says, I played drunken Ouija board. Can you contact the spirits if you're drunk?
Well, one is wondering. One never knows.
They added a lot of glass. So they might do that in Penn Station.
Yeah, the UK has some fantastic train stations that they have not demolished.
Yeah.
Because somebody had a good idea. Although there was a terrible fire which destroyed the Crystal Palace. That was a long time ago. So that's too bad. It was not destroyed intentionally, but in the States you would destroy these things. In Vegas, they destroy things all the time. If it looks cool, tear it down. That sounds like Vegas. New York City has some rules about such things ever since some high-profile people said, why are you destroying anything beautiful in our city?
Oh, Bill, did you stay at the Hotel Pennsylvania? That got shut down.
Yes.
We stayed there once.
We did, in fact. It was actually a very nice hotel. It was slightly on the rocks at the time, but it wasn't terrible. It is now under renovation, and I hope somebody actually brings it up because the Hotel Pennsylvania is the actual origin of the song Pennsylvania 65000. It is still the number for the switchboard at the Hotel Pennsylvania. So,
now our friend did an event there, and we stayed in his room on the pull-out sofa. But so we can actually say we stayed there, but it's been closed for a while.
No. Doing some reno, and a lot of those buildings are being renovated into living space, but there's actually a large amount of space being constructed right near Penn Station as business space. I don't understand that at all.
Basically on top of Penn Station.
Done.
Yeah.
So there we go.
I think they're building like 10 towers or something.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
Oh, so I think the hotel was a Regency.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Not a safe neighborhood. Well, back in the day, it really wasn't.
I feel like now it is.
Now it's fine.
Yeah.
Now I really have no problem. We were just there recently when we were seeing something at Madison Square Garden.
Okay, well, I'm looking at Lowe's
we were there quite late.
Regency.
It's not a problem.
Park Avenue. All right, so now it's better. But
It's come up in the world. How about
come up in the world.
Hello.
It moved. Moved locations.
A lot of things in that area of New York have come up in the world because back in the day, we're talking an area that was more or less Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
That was pretty scary back in, say, the 1910s. And it didn't really improve for some odd 70 years.
They were a very odd 70 years.
And when it did, it actually became very cultural or whatnot. And then within no time, it became pretty rough because everything hit the skids. But then it came around again. So everything happens in a cycle, you know? We can't be too afraid of these things.
Oh my gosh, speaking of cycles, if you would like to live next door to us, the house next door that's been doing construction for 2.5 months.
We might have commented on that in a prior live broadcast.
The noise has been making me legit crazy and wanting to kill. They finished the construction.
It's done.
And it will be going on the market on Monday.
Okay.
So if you want to live next door to us, you can.
Some people from time to time actually point out, I'd love to live next door to you.
I wish I lived next door to you. It's like, you actually can.
Well, actually you can. In a literal fashion. You can't live over here because that's occupied. It's going to be there for a while.
Oh,
but
and they're super
house,
cool. They get to stay.
They
get to stay.
But that house is available. So if you want to...
It's going on the market Monday.
If you want to, check it out. So...
We'll make this a party block.
It couldn't hurt. We've heard of such things within our acquaintances where it's like, well, the neighbors have a pizza oven. I'm like, and you provide the beer?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's some kind of awesome.
Chaz from Arizona.
Hello.
He has an amazing tiki hut, and his neighbors have a pizza oven, and they all have pools because it's Phoenix, and like.
He provides the drinks, they provide the pizza.
I know.
Well, I cannot beat that.
Yeah.
That's some
kind
of awesome.
We should do that here.
Yeah.
We should do that here in Middletown.
I would make pizza if I could. We do our best. I make
oh my gosh,
barbecue.
Gettysburg, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us. All right.
So good.
I know.
Well, that's probably
kind of getting me time to wrap it up.
Yep.
Oh, Bill says our neighbors are half a mile away. We can shout and hear our neighbors. Actually, you don't even have to completely shout. You
Say hi.
Speak loudly.
Our neighbor brought us tiramisu that his wife made the other day, and I was like, this is unbelievably awesome.
She's a baker and an incredible one, and that is not actually my skill set, so she shows up with tiramisu, and he said like she used the rum you gave us. I'm like, oh, it made me so happy, and it
warms
was
the
delicious.
Heart. She really needs to open a bake shop in town because this town only has a few. It could use more. I'm just saying.
Could use one for her because she's good at this.
Please, it could be worse. So much worse. Well, it's been a fantastic evening. You've seen everything that we have on yard sales.
Seen everything we have. There's nothing else to show.
Nothing else to show. Oh, well, if you are in the area and you would like to show up Saturday, please say hi. We have a little something for you. If you can't show, send regards. We appreciate that. If you have been watching and you appreciate what we do, obviously there is a banner at the bottom of the screen.
I have to share this. What? Lisa, Harold says if Lisa gets mad at me, the neighbors can hear. That's like our block.
It's a little quiet.
Okay, go ahead.
No, it's wait. Both of these platforms, you can see there is a little banner that says that there is a tip jar. If you like what we've done tonight, if you'd like to drop a little something, we appreciate it, of course. We talked about the Amazon store. That is always possible. You're not tipping us. You're just purchasing things that you would normally.
You don't have to buy anything from our store.
That costs nothing extra, but it helps us a little bit. That's good. And then there is, of course, we have product. We still have the towels. These are available. You dropped the link earlier.
I did.
These look fantastic. Bar towels look just great. It would help the show
so
directly. It does. They really are so soft. This is the polyester side. It's fantastic. And this side is cotton. So it's really, really absorbent. It's kind of nice. We dropped the link earlier. If you missed that, if you don't get it, let us know. Let us know about it. Those are 3 out of the 4 ways to support the show. The 4th one being Patreon.
Oh, well, it just says, what's the yard sale equivalent of break a leg?
I don't know.
Don't get robbed.
But I'll take it. Yeah, don't get robbed. Yeah, I'll take it. I really appreciate that thought. That's fantastic.
Oh, Julie, thank you so much for joining us. Well, we love you all so much. It is fantastic to entertain you on a Wednesday. Thank you. Some people are having interesting times these days. You never know what's going to happen. I'm glad if we can provide you a little interest
in a different direction, a little fun.
A midweek party.
A couple of cocktails. This was actually a cocktail because it had bitters.
There you go.
And we frequently work with bubbles because we like them a lot. So,
yes, we do.
As always, wherever you are and whatever you do, remember that we are your friends and you will be safe. And no matter what happens, we will see you soon.
Good night.